Hi guys, welcome back to the Kit and Krysta podcast, episode 11.
Yes.
Here we go.
All right. On to Never a Minute.
Yes.
So again, we asked everybody to submit questions for Shinichi Kameoka. Took him about a week. We have them back.
Yeah.
We are going to go through them now. We got some kudos from him for the variety, the selection of questions.
Yeah. It's a good job,
We've got some who are on his new game, Egglia Rebirth. Of course, we got some other 3 questions, which he was glad to answer.
Yes.
A couple others.
Yeah, it's great to get his perspective. I think if anyone could give you perspective on that, is probably him. So.
Yeah. And of course, all these people got codes for Egglia Rebirth. There's 2 people who haven't gotten back to me yet. Please get back to me. I've got your codes.
Yeah, we have your codes.
Yeah. But let's just jump into these. These first couple ones are from YouTube comments. So the first is from Mumbo Mod. Question for Mr. Kameoka that I'm sure a ton of people will ask. Any idea why Mother 3 hasn't released outside of Japan? And what do you think are the chances of it releasing? I'd really love to support it and recommend it to friends. So we're going right to the money question here.
Yes.
And again, Mr. Kameoka was one of the key developers on Mother 3.
Yeah.
And I've noted he's pretty outspoken about talking about this.
Yeah, which is great.
His response was, personally, I think the biggest selling point of Mother 3 is Shigesato Itoi's unique writing style. Translating the charm and nuances of his writing into other languages is quite a challenge. And maybe that's why it's taken so long to consider international releases of Mother 3. Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
Problem
that makes a lot of
solved.
sense. Yeah.
You can stop asking Reggie.
Reggie doesn't know, but he knows.
No, people ask us too. We don't know either.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
But this is a very good point. Like
Right.
when games get localized, there's a lot that goes into that. And sometimes the writing in Japanese is very difficult to capture that essence. So
Right,
that's a very
right.
good a very good reason for
Case closed.
case closed. We
Yeah.
can put the stamp on it.
Right. So last week there was all this shuffling with Nintendo's release dates for this year. And we want to spend some time talking about this. We did talk about it in our bonus Q&A.
Yeah.
But even after that, there was
There's more
that
stuff
happened.
that
So
happened.
we need to just comprehensively go through everything here.
Yeah. So what we predicted would happen, and many of you also predicted this, came to pass, which was Splatoon 3 and Xenoblade basically traded places.
Right. So the first domino to fall was Xenoblade Chronicles moved up to July 29th.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, what does this mean? And yeah, we accurately predicted
that
it might
Splatoon
traded
to September 9th.
from summer. Now, is September 9th technically still summer? I think it might be.
It is, because September 21st is the first day of fall.
How do you know that?
Solstice.
Huh?
Or not, it's not the solstice, actually. I just know.
Really?
Yes, I swear.
Do you know
to
the first day of every season?
I do. It's the 21st of every single day of
Really?
So first day of summer is June 21st. The first day of fall is September 21st. The winter solstice is December 21st.
Really?
And the first day of spring is April 21st.
That's amazing.
Did I just blow your mind?
Wow, you kind of
Look
did.
it up. I swear to you, that is true.
I don't doubt you. That's incredible.
So it is still summer.
I didn't see anybody do that. It's not delayed. It's still summer. I didn't see that.
Late summer.
That is not summer in my book, but I guess technically it still is.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about, so for Xenoblade, they put out like a really intense trailer.
Yeah.
It was more than just like, here's the new date. Like it was like a legit trailer.
And it has like a lot of updates and a lot of stuff
looks
in there.
really good.
Yeah, looks amazing.
A lot of story details in there that, again, as a very casual Xenoblade fan, I did not
kind of went over our heads.
I did not understand.
But it looked amazing. It looked really
This game
cool.
looked fantastic.
Yeah.
I will be looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah. Splatoon, though.
Splatoon. So that had a very different approach where it put, the trailer was basically a match of the game.
Right.
With the new release date attached to it. So interesting, just there that, 2 very different approaches. A full cinematic trailer versus here's a drop of some new gameplay.
Right. And the gameplay itself also was pretty samey to Splatoon 2, in my opinion.
Yes, that's what I thought as well. And that was kind of a feeling I had for a little while.
Even when they announced the game in the latest, or they talked more about the game in the latest Direct.
Yeah.
Just felt a little bit like, sure, there's some new weapons, some new specials, but
Could be a new single-player campaign.
Yeah.
But, me just eyeballing this video, I was like,
if I was at a glance, if
Yeah.
I looked really quickly, I don't know if I'd be able to tell.
So we had a lot of shuffling in the calendar.
Already, yeah.
So
yeah.
I want to go through the current 22 release schedule. This is first party only, mind you. So a few days.
Switch Sports.
April 29th, Nintendo Switch Sports. June 10th, Mario Strikers Battle League.
Nice.
Then June 26th, Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, July 29th. That's a pretty good run
For the summer.
From now to summer.
Yeah,
Obviously,
that's a lot.
You're not going to see much shuffling there because that's
That's
soon.
pretty soon.
But that's good.
And Strikers is going to be a big one to take us through this summer, I think.
Yeah.
So that's going to, that's
yeah.
great.
I mean,
that's
Xenoblade, yeah. These are all, pretty
beefy
substantial
games,
games.
substantial games.
So then we get into the fall. Splatoon 3, September 9th. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet just noted late 2022. I think we both think that will
November.
be the November game.
It's definitely the November
The sort
game.
of pre-Black Friday game, which is where
Yeah.
you put your biggest game.
Yep.
Give it the best chance to succeed.
Exactly.
We have Bayonetta 3, which is TBD this year. I could see that getting into
I think it
October.
could be October.
I think that could be the
But
October
if they
game.
need to, they can slip it to December if they need the time.
Sure. I guess this is not technically a first-party game, but kind of, sort of. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That's TBD this year.
That could actually be October as well.
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's going to be a holiday game.
I don't think that game will be delayed, so
Yeah.
I think that'll make it.
The holiday game.
And then
for
we
sure.
also have just kind of in the TBD purgatory, Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp.
I know.
That's not. Being honest, like I love that game. I can't wait to play that. I wouldn't put it in the same caliber of like impact of some of these others.
Exactly. Much more of a niche audience.
Yeah, I could see them.
So they'll probably just drop it sometime.
I could see them layering it. It wouldn't. It's not going to hold a month necessarily.
No.
Yeah.
It might go. Maybe it goes October with something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
And
then we have. I just noted here the Mario movie. Don't forget. Do not forget.
There's more.
December 21st.
There's going to be another game.
This was there was kind of a double whammy of stories that came out about Nintendo last week. The first one was Nintendo hit with labor complaint. This is the original story from Stephen Totillo of Axios,
yep.
Someone we know very well.
Yeah.
And I'll just read it here. There's an allegation that Nintendo of America and a global hiring firm that it uses was engaged in concerted activities and made coercive actions against a worker, interfering with their legally protected right to organize. In other words, unionize.
Unionize, yeah.
Right. And so this person was a contractor. And as I read through the story, I was like, I think this is a two-part story. Because obviously the unionization was front and center. But the fact of this person being a contractor was standing out to me as a major part as well, which is interesting. We got part 2 a few days later.
Yeah, which exactly was that.
From Kotaku, the article, the Nintendo of America contractors who feel like second-class workers.
Yes.
That is an extremely long and in-depth article that is too in-depth for us to really summarize, but it really does talk about...
You guys should read it, though, because it really goes into a lot of detail about people's personal accounts of what's happening.
The experience of being a contractor.
Yeah.
So what does it mean to be a contractor? Let's back up.
So at Nintendo of America, there are 2 kinds of employees. There is a full-time employee.
There's me and there's everybody else.
Well, that's how these people felt, okay?
The second-class employees who are not Kid Ellis.
I mean, pretty much. We were both full-time employees, but there also are contractors or contract employees. So how that works is they go through a staffing agency. Nintendo uses a regular staffing
This one,
agency.
I hadn't heard of this one, actually. I think it was a different one that we had heard
They use
of.
one for,
I guess there's a couple.
For the product testing
I see.
contractors and one for marketing, I think. But we hire people, or Nintendo hires people for a certain amount of time, which is like their contract period.
Right.
What they don't get, though, is like the benefits of a full-time employee, like health benefits.
Right.
The other thing, just from my personal observations of when I went to Redmond and when I was working at Nintendo about our contractors, is it did really feel like they were separate from like the full-time, like more like business, corporate, like, side of it. Like when you go see them in the cafe and stuff, they'd always be like off to one side. I don't know if that was something that they, you kind of like when you're at school, you sit with your friends, but like there was not a lot of like mixing of the two sides. And again, this is my own personal observation. There was a note, there was something in here about, in the article about how a lot of the contractors are discouraged from walking through the main lobby. I distinctly remember that there was a separate entrance for those contractors. I don't know if that was a security thing or, because they are working on unreleased games. And of course, Nintendo, as you guys know, is very like leak adverse.
Right.
And of course, they have to probably go through a whole security thing to get into that building. We were never allowed in that building, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, it did feel like, they were not it wasn't like one happy family.